All right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol SRNE, Sorrento Therapeutics Inc. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all the first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to the channel. Invest for tomorrow to all the subscribers. Welcome back. And before we jump into this chart, I do want to go ahead and announce to every single investor and viewer the launch of my website. I just launched it last week, investfortomorrow.com. I will put the link down below in the description. There's an intro video that gives you the forward outlook and purpose of the website. And here with the forum, you'll be able to access these different forums once you become a member. And we have the stock picks forum. We'll have the daily watch list, the gathering of investors, and how to manage the intangible, which we'll talk about credit score, and everything that entails with credit. That's the first forum out of many that will be made that are going to talk about more than just stocks. So here we have the member options, and we have down below what each option gives you access to. Now, by becoming a member, you have to choose one of these. Once you become a member, you get access to the forums and everything that the website entails, but it is completely optional. This is just additional to the YouTube and further additional content, right, about other areas of investing and finance. But I would love for you guys to go check it out. I encourage you guys to go and see what it entails, and if it works out for you and you feel like joining, you're more than welcome to. For those of you that have stopped by to check it out, I want to say thank you, and for those of you that have joined, thank you as well. I look forward to building a community of members just like the community we have here. We have a great community here on YouTube for sure, but of members that are looking to further expand knowledge than just looking at charts and talking about different stocks, talking about different areas of finance and other investing tips and things that you may have already known or you may not have been aware of. And I'm there to enlighten everyone about those topics. So I can't wait to build that community. And also investors can talk in the gathering of investors about different topics and different things. So let's see here what's going on with Sorrento. So SRNE stock had a run. It used the resistance as support. You can clearly see that there. Once it broke through it, it just launched and it went all the way up to 910. And since that point yesterday, it has been falling in a downward direction. So let's go ahead and see here our new support and our new resistance based off the chart. But I want to talk about this very narrow, and then we're going to talk about it a little bit broader. So obviously up here at that 910 mark, it's a super important number for the bulls. But right now, that is super far away. And with the volatility, that's not a number I would really kind of close in on. I want to kind of break this down a little closer, and then obviously 910 is the most important number for the bulls to hit newer highs right now. But we want to look at this in a very much more fundamental, narrow way, but broader as well. So the lowest point before it broke out into that 910 mark was 781. I'd write that down. That is the next important support level if it breaks through this support, because today's support for tomorrow, as we analyze this chart, is the lowest point in this downward direction. 910 is important in the long term, but I would really use this resistance level here at 837. If resistance gets broken through, 837 is the highest point in the leveling off before dipping even lower and finally breaking below the 50-day moving average at a current price of 796. So I want every single investor to be aware of that and pay close attention to these numbers as the days go by and the weeks, right? According to the volatility in the upward or downward movement. So here we are with the 50-day moving average, and that's 812. 812 is currently the point of reference that lets us know where we're at. If we're in bearish territory, we're below. If we're in bullish territory, we're above. And currently we're below the 50-day moving average. So if this breaks through support, it's getting deeper into bearish territory and pulling further away from the 50-day moving average. And our support is 789. If it breaks through that, we're getting deeper into bearish territory, on our way to hitting newer lows and new support levels. So it's super important for the bulls and every single investor to pay close attention to this support level how is the stock reacting and how is it behaving if it breaks through 789? How quickly is it moving to newer lows? And we have the next support level here that I talked about earlier at about this point right here at 781. So we want to keep those numbers in mind and pay very close attention to how the behavior of the stock is reacting and are the bulls trying to reappear. Now, again, the 50-day moving average is 812. Most important point for the bulls to break through, but most importantly, on top of that, they need to break through resistance to pull away from it and gain leverage and confirm territory in bullish trajectory and bullish area. So they need to break through 820. 820 needs to be turned into a support so that the bulls can pull further away from the 50-day moving average and work their way up to newer highs, new resistance levels, and confirm bullish territory. So I want every single investor to write that down. Keep that point of reference in mind. 820 needs to be turned into a support so that the bulls can continue to work their way up. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community, and don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watched this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money. At the end of this video, there's going to be a pop-up video, and in that video, I will be discussing about the S&P 500 index and how it's been rising several points on scheduled dates. As you see here on the graph, these circles are the dates that the pumps have happened, and I use them as examples to show you guys how much the stocks have risen, and the S&P 500 index rose on those dates. And the reason why it's rising is due to the fact that the Federal Reserve is pumping the markets. On these dates, the charts and the dates speak for themselves, as we can see it here, and I break it down into more detail in the video. But just to summarize it, on these dates, the S&P 500 rises, and there's individual ticker symbols rising up with it, anywhere from 30 cents to $3 per share. I know it may not seem like a lot, but per share that does add up, and these individual ticker symbols are giving you back profits. These are profits, and like I always say, profits are profits. Whether it's $1 put into the market and you get back $2, you've put in an initial investment and you got back more than what you started with. That's what it's all about. And also in the video, I go into further detail showing you guys these dates and showing you how much it rose. Like, for example, this was one of the last pump dates, and the lowest point that it reached was down here at 35.11, and the highest point reached was 35.57. That's like a 40-point jump. And here we're seeing the same thing. It went down to 35.88, and it rose up to about, I'd say, let's see, this is all still in the same day. It rose up to about a total amount of 36.23. When you do the math, that's almost a 40 to 50 point jump, and there's individual ticker symbols rising up with this. Now, I'm not there to guarantee you profits. I'm not there to tell you to buy, sell, or hold anything in particular. I'm just here to inform every single investor on the great news, on the opportunity to maximize profits and minimize losses. You have to do your due diligence and research, but these charts and the dates speak for themselves. I mean, this was probably one of the largest jumps that I've seen in the last couple of pumps, and it was down here at 33.02, and it rose up to about 33.88. That was an 80-point jump. There was probably ticker symbols rising up more than $3 per share on those dates. And even on these dates, there's individual ticker symbols rising more than $3 per share. Check it out, see for yourselves, and my best advice is look for ticker symbols that may be resembling the behavior of the S&P 500 index, and you'll be able to go ahead and give it a shot. Check it out. Again, I'm not there to tell you to buy, sell, or hold anything in particular. I'm not there to guarantee you profits. I'm just here to go ahead and share the information along with every single viewer and investor. The video should be popping up soon. If you haven't seen it already, pop up. There is the link down below in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.